Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, July 11th, 2015 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is by virtue of being, I feel supported and supplied. And before we dive into the astro for today, I wanted to let everybody know that my kitty Lala is home. I brought her in last night. She let me pet her and I grabbed her and carried her in. And she's here. She's still adjusting to being inside my mom's house, but we've made some good progress. So thank you everybody for sending all that really good energy, helping me get my little kitty back. And I'm sure she'll show up on camera one of these days as soon as she gets used to this gigantic space. So, into the astro and feeling supported and supplied. We've got an interesting day today. We have the moon in Taurus, and Taurus tunes us into our value. Taurus tunes us into any money issues or issues around abundance that we may have. And today it's making some difficult connections. The moon in Taurus is going to be squaring Jupiter in Leo. It's going to be squaring Venus in Leo, and we know squares, they show us our resistance. So we may be resisting the light and falling into that, the lack mentality that can come when fear creeps in. And speaking of fear creeping in, we have the moon in Taurus opposite Saturn in Scorpio. And it's interesting because Saturn in Scorpio is at 28 degrees, which is a 10, and that is the degree of Taurus. It is a degree of knowing your abundance, knowing your worth, knowing that you're a 10. And it has nothing to do with any of this, and it all has to do with you embracing the abundance of your light that's available within you. And we also have Venus reaching 28 late in the day. And so there's a lot of that abundance energy that's available, but there's a good chance with this resistance and tension that's going to be showing you, bubbling up from the surface, those lack issues. So remember that through the day. Be conscious with your thinking and recognize the abundance in everything. If you are feeling the lack creep in, it's time to go outside and take a breath of fresh air and be like, wow, I am abundantly supplied with air to breathe. And look at the sunshine. I am abundantly given light to see, and maybe go take a look in your refrigerator and be like, oh, abundant food supply. Because it's really, it can be easy to fall into the lack mentality. It's something that I work with. So be aware of that. Be aware that it's surfacing. Bless it. And as much as you can, release it. And what keeps popping into my head is just, it's the Sedna card from the Goddess Oracle deck, and what it says is, I'm supplied for my today and all my tomorrows. And so recognizing that and seeing how you can infiltrate yourself with abundance. It doesn't mean ignore the lack things that come up. Deal with them. Look at them. Look where they're coming from, because that stuff that's root chakra based with Saturn and Scorpio is showing us, it shows us the full polarity of abundance and lack. And so it's a beautiful thing to be able to look at, and the astro is helping us. And also, it's really interesting because Cancer loves to be in comfort. And so we all have that Cancer energy going on. We all want that comfort right now. So it's really easy to be like, okay, how can I be comfortable? Go get in bed with all the pillows, or again, go open the refrigerator. There's so much comfort available. There is an abundance of comfort available. So find that abundance. And Lala just said hi. So quiet, you probably can't hear her, but she's out and saying hi. Cute. So I am actually going to try to post, I wrote in my journal, I did Artist Way with Nikki Oman, and I wrote little blog posts about abundance and lack. And so I'm going to try to post one of my entries on the Gaia Blooming website. So go check that out. But the cards for today, morality and guidance. And morality, look at this. The juiciness has been squeezed out. And I think this is how it is when we get into that lack place. Like, oh, I shouldn't buy that. I'm not going to buy that. I'm not going to buy that. And we basically squeeze the life, squeeze the juice out of ourselves. So stop shooting on yourself. Be nice to yourself. Take care of yourself. Nurture. Cancer energy is about nurturing. Nurture yourself and find out what is right for you to buy. It doesn't have to always be perfectly conventional. Figure out what's right for you. And again, don't shit on yourself. And use your inner guidance. Trust your guidance. Trust yourself. that you're not going to steer yourself wrong. It's not about like, I'm going to go splurge and buy a Lamborghini. This is about, oh, maybe dark chocolate's going to help me, really adjust the energy today. There's always something, trust yourself. That is it for today. Thank you for the la la light. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.